I think it's really telling that even Jay, drunk 3PO, liked this movie. I don't know who read the subtitles to him, but I know even he liked it. Anyways,
Nerdrotic.com.
Holy shit. I watched it last night in a packed theater. Yeah, it was in Burbank, here in the land of the lost, fucking California. This place is terrible, by the way. Did you see it, Chrissy?
Yes, it's so good. It's the best movie I've seen all year. Better than Barbie.
Whoa.
It was really, really good. The characters are so grounded. And I wouldn't have seen this movie if it wasn't part of our homework. I just don't know the lore. I haven't seen the 36 other Godzilla movies. I thought I would need to have like a history of everything. And you don't. Like, if you're a girl, say to your guy, hey, like, let's go see the Godzilla movie because there's a great love story. There's great character development. And the characters are so grounded, you really care about them. You really don't want them to die. And even though Godzilla himself is like a little bit corny, like, I can heal myself, you know, but you expect it because it's Godzilla and he's got little hands, he's got these crazy little teeth. Great combination of like obviously war, chomping at ships, like classic Godzilla stuff, but a really wonderful story.
Chrissy, are you saying you identified with people that didn't look like you? Godzilla!
That's the problem, Shad, is there is no inclusivity and diversity. And on top of that, there's no diversity and inclusivity.
Hollywood has been telling me that unless there's people that look like me, I can't identify with them.
Dude, there's no LGBTQ plus representation.
Really?
What I can say is it takes place in 1945, 46, and 47, right after World War II. It's an alternate history. It sticks pretty much with the original Godzilla movie as far as Godzilla's origin. Godzilla's a bad guy, force of nature, evil.
Opening scene with Godzilla, and he's not even full strength. Scary as shit.
Plenty of like the classic Godzilla screams that we all love.
there are different incarnations, right? Like Legendary is doing their version of Godzilla, which they kicked off in 2014 with the Gareth Edwards movie, which I thought was a huge disappointment. And King of the Monsters was fine, but not great. And this Monarch series is terrible. It's just god-awful.
Is it?
It's just completely dismissible, huge disappointment, even with a good cast with Kurt Russell and his son.
But this movie, I found myself watching it and just really being like pulled into the human story and just going, okay, this is a really great story between these characters. And then, oh yeah, there's a Godzilla in this movie. And then he shows up, boom.
These characters are dealing with post-war trauma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This is right after America has dropped the A-bomb. It's a post-apocalyptic story. And how are the effects? We've heard a report of it's $15 million or $35 million. Either way, this thing is an achievement.
This movie was perfectly done. The characters are great. Godzilla's great. Like, if you go there for just a monster movie, it's got you. If you're going there for a really great story, it's got you.
Well, let me ask you this. So you know how like the end of Rogue One leads right into A New Hope? Does like Oppenheimer move right in to
yeah, right. He's like, I am become death, destroy every world.
Hey, was it Movie Bob bitching? Or who was it? Was it Movie Bob? Somebody? No, I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Movie Bob. Movie Bob's an idiot. Somebody was bitching. No, it was another director that was bitching that we didn't get to see things in Oppenheimer from the Japanese perspective.
Yeah, he wanted to see Japanese people get destroyed on screen.
This is it.
So this movie is a Japanese melodrama. I have actually seen Japanese melodramas that are just traditional love stories, family drama, all that. This does that so well. Add the element of an actual frightening Godzilla. There are scenes where it feels inspired by Jaws, where you are actually afraid of Godzilla. You see the Godzilla's attack on one of the cities from the point of view of the humans, where the perspective is. Nothing is particularly super gory, but it's everything that's implied is horrific. I thought this movie knocked out of the park. Like you, Gary, I saw it with a packed audience. They applauded at the end. And what was shocking to me was how silent the theater was during the tension moments.
During the quiet scenes where they cut out all the sound. Yeah.
It was scary. You were waiting for Godzilla to show up and the sound was fantastic. So I loved it. I think anyone who sees it, even drunk 3PO liked it, which is a huge recommendation from Jay because he saw a foreign film.
But what I wanted to say is when we use the term human story, usually it's all these freaking humans. They keep bringing in humans. It's like a pejorative.
Godzilla had left us in peace. You provoked him into war.
But this is like a human story in the quintessential meaning of the word, a human, like how they deal with trauma and it affects them and how it connects to Godzilla. And then outside of that, I saw a lot of kind of Joseph Campbell, Hero with a Thousand Faces elements in here, Star Wars feeling of like denial of the quest. You know, there's a lot of those really great classic storytelling moments in this film. And I just loved it.
You're right, Garrett. This was the hero's journey, and you get to go through it.
Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla, obviously.
Regular people being extraordinary.
It's Godzilla vs. Kong. It was just the people drove me so crazy in that. The whole like Millie Bobby Brown, the random black podcaster guy, their fat Hispanic friend, like it was just so annoying, and I couldn't wait to get them off the screen. And that just feels how those movies have felt.
What was the budget of this Godzilla?
15 million.
See, that's insane.
It's being reported
Wow.
either 15 or 35. Either way, Chad, it's totally insane.
It's an absolute triumph.
It's an absolute triumph. No, some of the effects are like pitch perfect, but it doesn't matter. They really try to make it like an homage to the guy in the suit without it being the guy in the suit, and still make him
perfect.
a formidable monster in a society that is absolutely defeated every way. Facing this thing is fucking awesome.
You know, the fact though that like it seems like they've been able to make such a high quality film at such a low budget is so damn encouraging for me when I think about independent creators and smaller studios being able to make really high quality things. That is awesome to hear.
The sound, the mixing of the entire movie, so good, dude.
It was sick.
So
The
good.
music is good. The acting for the most part is good. I mean, it's a foreign film, so what we'll say is we'll interpret it as overacting, but I think that's pretty much normal acting over in Japan.
Drinking water! Drinking too much! Stomach pain! Opening the door! Closing the door! Taking a shit!
You find that a lot, like, yeah, this is a foreign thing, but if I want something good now, I just start looking at Korean TV shows.
Yeah,
because
right.
they still have all the older, like, more traditional values in their nation, and so it's put into their stories. And so things like It's a Good Dad story aren't rare over there. You can kind of get whatever values that you used to get from entertainment.
My kids, their favorite shows are anime at the moment. They're dying to watch Dr. Stone, and it's because they're making good stuff. And if they're making good stuff, I'll support it.
Yeah, it's the greatest modern Godzilla movie by far, not even fucking close, and might be the greatest Godzilla movie ever.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
Hey, if you like what we do here at Nerdrotic Daily, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you could do that with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.